Today, we will learn Antyor Dasakepe, which means the last summing to 10. This sutra presents another powerful multiplication technique in Vedic mathematics that can be applied when the last two digits of the two numbers add up to 10. The sutra applies to pair of numbers whose last digits add up to 10. In other words, it can be used for the multiplication of numbers such as 25 and 25, 47 and 43, 62 and 68, and so on and so forth. Notice that in each example mentioned, the last digit of the first number and the last digit of the second number together make 10. Also, the digits to the left of the last digit remain the same in both the numbers. At this stage, apply the Ekadikena principle to the digits on the left hand side. Multiplication of the last digits gives the right hand side part of the answer. Antyor Dasakepe is a specific math sutra from Vedic mathematics, which is translated as the last summing to 10. It is used to multiply two numbers if the first condition so the sum of their last digits is 10, and second, the remaining digits all digits except the last digit are identical. Example, 72, 78. So here, the last two digits add up to 10, while the remaining digits are same. Similarly, let's take 112 and 118. The last digits add up to 10 and the remaining digits are identical. Now, how to use this technique? For the right hand side of the answer, multiply the last digits. For the left side of the answer, multiply the identical part, which includes all the numbers, the remaining numbers except the last number, by, if the identical number is supposed to be x, multiply it with x plus 1. Let's understand this method with an example. So we are trying to multiply 43 times 47. First, we observe that the last digits, which is 3 and 7, add up to 10. Next, check if the remaining digits are same. And here we have 4, which is common in both the numbers. Now, draw a line separator and then multiply the numbers which add up to 10. So 3 times 7. And here, for the left hand side of the answer, we apply Ekadikena Purvena Sutra, which is you multiply the identical number with the number which is one more than it. Ekadikena Purvena, which means one more than the before. So just add 4 plus 1, which gives you 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. And then 3 times 7 is 21. So the answer to this problem is 2021. This method simplifies the process and provides a quick way to multiply certain pairs of numbers, most of which can be solved orally. So let's see another example. Here we have 82 times 88. So we just draw a line separator and then multiply the numbers which add up, or the digits which add up to 10. So 2 times 8, and here the identical number 8 and 1 more than 8 by applying Ekadikena Purvena. So 8 plus 1 gives us 9. So the final answer is 72, 16. Let us see one more example. So let's try and multiply 113 and 117. So again, the last digits add up to 10, which is 3 plus 7 is a 10. So 3 times 7. And then here the remaining numbers are identical. So 11 into the next number, which is one more than the previous, or by applying the Ekadikena Purvena Sutra, we get 12. So the final answer would be 11 times 12 is 132, and then 21. We can extend this sutra to when the last two digits of the number being multiplied add up to 100 and the remaining leading digits are the same. The sutra commonly applied is ekadikena purvena, which is one more than the previous. So let's see this example. We have 109 times 191. So the last two digits, that is 09 and 91, 09 and 91, they add up to 100. So let's apply Antyo Dasakepe Sutra. So 909 times 91, and here 1 times 2 by applying Ekadikena Purvena. So this either I can solve it using Urdhvatrayak or by orally multiplying. So this part is nothing but 0, 8, 1, 9. When I multiply 09 times 91, I get 0819, and here 1 times 2 is 2. So all that I have to do is join these two, the left side of the answer and the right side of the answer. We get 20819. Let's see another example. Here again, the last two digits of the first number and the second number, they add up to 100. So 14 plus 86 gives us 100. So we can apply Antyo Dasakepe Sutra. Draw a line separator, the identical number into the next number, which is 3, by applying Ekadikena Purva Sutra. And the other, to the right hand side of the answer, we multiply 14 times 86. This is 6. The left hand side of the answer is 6. And then here I can apply Urdhvatrayak Sutra and solve this. So it is going to be 4 times 6. This Urdhvatrayak Sutra is, we have already learnt it. So 4 times 6 gives you a 24. Then 1 times 6. Then 4 times 8, 32. And then 1 times 8. So finally I have 8, 38, 24. I applying the balancing technique. So I get 4, 0, again a 4. So 12. And join the first part of the answer, which is the left hand side of the answer, 6. So this is my final answer. 61204 is the answer. Let's see another example. Let's multiply 325 with 375. Here the last two digits add up to 100. 25 plus 75 gives us 100. And the remaining digits are identical. So Antyo Dasakepe can be applied to this problem. I'm going to draw a line separator. The identical number multiplied by one more than that, which is 4. And then for the other side, for the right hand side, I'm going to multiply 25 times 75. So to this problem, I'm going to apply Urdhvatrayak Sutra, and here the left hand side would be 12. Here by applying Urdhvatrayak Sutra, I get 14, 10 plus 35, and then 25, 14, 45, 25, drop 5, 7, 8, 1. And join the left hand. This is the left hand side of the answer, and this is the right. This is the left side of the answer, and this is the right side of the answer. Together, the final answer is 12, 18, 75. So when I multiply 325 with 375, I get 12, 18, 75 is the answer. This is a special case of Antyo Dasakepe. Here, if you look at these numbers, 47 into 67, we find that the tens place numbers add up to 10, whereas the units place digit or the ones place digit is having the identical numbers. So in this case, how do we multiply this? Draw a line separator as usual. Multiply 7 times 7 for the right hand side of the answer. So 7 times 7. And for the left side of the answer, we are going to multiply 4 times 6 and add 7, which is the common number. So plus 7. So 24 plus 7, and this side of the answer, right hand side of the answer, is 49. So this, when I add, I get 31, and join both the numbers to get the final answer, 3149. Let's see another example. In this example also, we find that the tens place numbers digits add up to 10, whereas the units place digits are the same, they're identical. So we just draw a line separator 4 times 4. And on the left hand side, we multiply both the numbers, 8 times 2, and add the identical number, which is 4. So 16 plus 4, and here on the right hand side of the answer is 16. So 2016 is the answer to this problem. With this, we conclude today's session. Thank you for joining. We'll continue in the next class.